Hi, this is Salil of the Statistical Ideas website. This month, we're going to review a social media poll on a hypothetical probability problem. You awaken in a desert with 55 hours of water to survive on. You believe your nearest help is within 30 hours, either east or west. And so you start heading east 20 hours and with no luck. So now you have to make a decision. Do you continue east or do you take your remaining 35 hours and reverse course and head west? In the poll with over 150 voters, 70% chose to continue heading east and the remaining 30% decided to head west. So I first want to impress on you that this is a very thought-provoking probability problem. It shows the types of philosophies people go through in making everyday risk decisions. And in this case, here is also a complex, or probably a more complex probability problem than people realize. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay out the problem visually, and then we'll go through what the solution is. Okay, so you can see here in the layout, you awaken, you head in a direction 20 hours east, and now you have to make a choice. And it's a binary choice, either to continue or to reverse course. The first probability principle is to appreciate that in a Bayesian analysis, you can make a slight assumption that there's a slightly greater probability in the east direction versus in the west direction. But again, you don't have to make that assumption. And then the second is that you can assume that the help isn't located at exactly 0 miles on this coordinate system, because otherwise there wouldn't be a problem. You would have discovered your help right when you awaken. And again, you don't have to, or you shouldn't go overboard, but you don't have to make that assumption either. The third idea isn't really an assumption. It's actually a really strong principle of this problem. And that is, once you know that the first 20 hours east doesn't have help, how do you consider the probability associated with any of the other regions on this coordinate system? What we show in chapter 2 of our statistical topics book is something called the Monty Hall game show problem. And this is different in that case because the 20 hours in the eastern direction, that first segment, is a segment that you chose as the individual, not someone choosing for you, knowing what was the probability of there being help behind that segment itself. And so that's something that's critical. And when you put all of these assumptions and probability concepts together, you see that it is a far superior from a probability perspective to abandon your initial direction east, to reverse course and head 35 hours west, even as that means you're going to have to retrace some lost ground and revisit the original spot in which you awaken. Additionally, you can consider how many times in everyday life you've invested in a certain direction, and at some point you have to understand that that's a sunk cost, and it's worth also dropping your ego and heading in a completely opposite direction. And while nothing's guaranteed in terms of probability, sometimes that is something that's best. So please follow us at Statistical Philostatistics, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.